If you find it difficult to gain and finish hours-long 8 to 10 podcasts per week, please subscribe to most advanced, featured, and accurate quick podcast summaries on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. You can start with free trial, which lets you listen all the podcasts and later, just for the price of candy in most places. Stephen Bartlett has been forced into a bet with his team. They're about to hit 10 million subscribers on YouTube, and they want to have a massive party for the people who have worked on the show for years behind the scenes. For every new subscriber they get in the next 30 days, $1 will be given to their celebration fund.
Dr. von Hippel explains that he's interested in understanding the underlying causes of human behavior. He looks into our evolutionary history to understand why certain things make us happy. Dr. von Hippel defines evolution as a mindless process that works with whatever's there. It's a process that creates things that are species-typical, like our two eyes, and also creates variability within humans. He explains that evolution can make things that are useful in a particular environment, or create new mutations that have great value.
Stephen asks why we should look at evolution for answers on human happiness and success.
Dr. von Hippel replies that there must be a reason why certain things make us happy. He gives the example of expressing gratitude, which makes us happy because it mimics something that was good for our ancestors. He also mentions that junk food is loaded with fat, salt, and sugar, which were important for our ancestors but not necessarily good for us anymore. As an evolutionary psychologist, Dr. von Hippel believes that we're getting wrong the balance between autonomy and connection. We're prioritizing autonomy, or self-governance, over connection with others. He says that this is particularly problematic in Western, wealthy, urban, and well-educated societies. Dr. von Hippel cites statistics that illustrate this problem. For example, in the 1850s, only 1% of Americans lived alone, whereas now, it's 1 in 7.
Stephen asks why this matters, and Dr. von Hippel replies that it's not just a problem of individualism but also of happiness. He believes that our decisions to prioritize autonomy over connection are errors that make us increasingly unhappy.
Dr. von Hippel mentions that hunter-gatherers like the Hadza people are happier than Westerners. He cites a study that found that over 90% of the Hadza reported being happy, compared to only 50% of Westerners. He believes that the Hadza's happiness is due to their balance between connection and autonomy.
Stephen asks why the Hadza are happier, and Dr. von Hippel replies that it's because they've struck a balance between connection and autonomy.
Dr. von Hippel believes that our pursuit of happiness is fundamentally flawed. He thinks that it's not just a matter of being grateful, but also of understanding the underlying causes of our behavior. He mentions that city living is a factor that contributes to our unhappiness, as people have been moving to cities for thousands of years. But this has come at a cost to our happiness. By understanding our evolutionary history and the underlying causes of our behavior, we can gain a deeper appreciation for what truly makes us happy. If you want to listen to the complete summary, please subscribe to Quick Podcast Summaries on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for less than the price of candy in most places. Happy listening!